Okay, Michelle, now it's your turn. So for Michelle's, okay, so Michelle, Denise, Brannon. Social Security number, unfortunately, I do not have that, but I do have the tax identification number for her also as well. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, Social Security number, tax ID. So 8111. I wish I had your fucking Social Security number, Michelle. You'd be fucked if I did. I mean, you're fucked anyways right now because David set you up, Michelle. He set you up. He set you up good, and he set you up hard. You might not think so, but the fact that he had you switch everything over into your name, I mean, that you had to just be fucking dumb to do it, really, Michelle. Dumb in a sense to not see through it. Michelle's birthday, 6/29/1969. This is all done through White Pages search. This is what Lord Pender did in the very beginning. He did the White Pages search, and yeah. So thank you for that. Thank you for all this information, man. This is golden. So, and Michelle has it's. You guys, when you go to notice, it's weird. Okay, when you do this White Pages search, I have a list of people that Lord Pender had given me, that has given me. Okay. And when you start looking through this White Pages search, all these addresses start matching up and intersecting at different places with certain different names of these cult members. They really do. It's a big fucking... you could see where the scam is. You could see where it's at. Sorry, guys, off track there for a second. Okay, so let's see. Street address again, 18205 Hager Lane. Okay, that's where they're staying. That's the new mansion. Everybody, that's the new mansion that they bought with your cash. They bought it cash, too. Here's what happened with that deal. They went in to purchase this mansion, okay, guys? They bounced 2 earnest money checks, 2, on a $1.4 million purchase, okay? $1.4 million purchase. The checks were bounced. The checks were bounced. So what, again, information I received, okay? Again, guys, my sources in this, I don't tell who they are because that's when you tell people who they are, they stop doing you cool things. I do have sources in this. I've had sources in this probably for about the last year. Some of them are better than others. Some of them have been misinformants, shit like that. But the information I got from my source, okay, is that when the checks bounced, apparently the house went back on the market, guys. Okay, the house went back on. Then they went back. Michelle and Joseph went back. Okay, mind you, nothing is in David's name right now. He switched everything out of. Michelle, he put everything in your name because you are now the fall guy. Okay, you were gonna fall. You are David's. David fucked you basically, Michelle. He fucked you. So bounce the checks. They came with cash plus an aggravation fee that the seller hit him with. I think it was between 20 and 50,000. Between 20 to 50. But the information I got was 50. Okay. So if that's the case, they paid 1.4 million cash plus $50,000 aggravation, which aggravation fee sounds just like it is. You pissed off the seller, guys, because you weren't meeting deadlines, bouncing checks, shit like that. Okay. And with a purchase like that, you could get fucking fined like that, David. You can. And they did. And I'm happy that they did. Okay. The people he's getting it from, older lady, I believe the husband has passed away. Last time I searched on the county appraisal district, let's take a peek here if it's still listed under. Missouri County Appraisal District. Okay, hang on a second here, guys. Sorry, I think of this as I'm going. So let's double. Well, I want to do it with you guys here. That way. Let's take a peek here. No, Missouri Appraisal District. We need. You're in St. Louis County, Chesterfield. Where did I look? St. Louis County Appraisal District. That's what it is, guys. St. Louis County Appraisal District. So it's the assessor's office. You go to stlouiscounty.gov. Okay, and what I'm going to do here, guys, is I'm going to go straight into the assessor's office. You can do this. Anybody can do it. You go to property search, and then you can enter your query. So I'm going to put 18205 Hager Lane. Let's see what comes up. No. Okay, sometimes this goes a little bit easier said than done. Okay, let me finish this. So city, this is also going to be Chesterfield, guys. For Michelle's, they're living in the same mansion. Michelle, when Michelle said her shoulder was healed, she was sitting in that fucking office in that mansion, okay? Missouri, so MO 63005. I'm going to put her head of household. Put you head of household, Michelle, see what they say. Michelle Brannon 1. at yahoo.com is her email address. Name of spouse. She's divorced. Name of business, Kingdom of God. Global Church. Employee tax ID number, I'm going to use the same one as I did earlier, so it's going to be the 811 95992. Telephone number 303 859 6701. Again, I'm going to put the 20320 Superior Road for the business name. That's going to be in Taylor, Michigan again. There are people there. There's always somebody at that building. Michigan, 48180. 48180. For sure. Yeah, okay. Email address. Again, I'm going to put Michelle Brannon. One at yahoo.com. Website, KOGGC.org. I feel like I'm almost promoting his bullshit on here. But, Michelle, I'm actually filing a fucking fraud report against you. See, guys? Michelle Denise Brannon. This is what it should kind of look like, guys. Pretty simple. Plain, it's very simple. I'm going to say false exemption, false deductions, organized crime again. You're too fucking dumb to do anything organized, Michelle. Unsubstantiated incomes means untraceable sources of income. Cryptocurrency, he is taking cryptocurrency. I have a screenshot of his cryptocurrency account during his 7 nights. There was money in there. I don't know where it's at now. Probably fucking spend it on more fucking drugs. That's just an opinion. Okay, unreported income. I fucking believe there's narcotics income. Failure to withhold tax, failure to file a return, failure to pay. False altered documents. Almost going to just consider you guys organized crime, but you guys, again, you guys are too fucking dumb to do anything smart. Okay, so we know 2018 didn't file. We know 2019. We know 2020 they didn't file, and we know 2021 they haven't filed yet either. I got to put that on David's too. So 18, 19, 20, 21. Unreported income tax. and yours. I'm just gonna say 3 mil, 4 mil, 4 mil. Yeah, say 5 mil, 20. I don't know, 2021, maybe 4 mil. That's just a stab at it too, guys. I don't know how much they fucking scammed. Let's put 3 mil in here. Last time I did like 500,000, but that just seems too low for them. I hate giving them extra than, you know, I'd like to think that they're not making that much money, guys. But the amount of followers they have and the amount of fucking brainwashed people that are following them, you know, it wouldn't surprise me that he's actually scammed this fucking much money out of the IRS. Meanwhile, I got to sit back and pay 12% to fucking be self-employed. And this sack of shit gets to fucking just walk off scot-fucking-free like he's the fucking man. Book records available. They say there's not, but yeah, they're fucking full of shit. Do you consider the taxpayer dangerous? Yes. Okay. Michelle Brannon. Is leader of this religious scam. They have been incessantly begging for money on your social media. All at the same time. Saying billions have been, I'm putting this in quote too, brought in to this ministry during COVID. Good. Information about yourself, your name, full frontal exposure. And again, you have to put your legal name on here, guys. You can't put any other bullshit name because this is a legal document, okay? Again, David will never know who signed these. These are all anonymous. And here's the other shit thing. We won't know what happens with the investigation. That's the fucked up thing. If you were to try and get information from the IRS about what happened in this, they would pretty much tell you to fuck off. So don't even try to get it. I'm saying that because I've already went and looked at the tax research. You will never know the outcome of an investigation into a tax crime. It fucking sucks, especially for these non-for-profits. If churches are supposed to be a public entity and non-for-profit, you know, that shit should be made public, really. We should know about the tax crimes if there are any. Best time to call, anytime. Put my street address, 18205 Hager Lane. Chesterfield, Missouri. Okay. All right, Michelle, yours is done. Okay. So again, guys, what would that take? 15 minutes, 20 minutes? Not even. Could probably fill one of these out in 5-10 minutes. If you didn't want to leave anything online, 5 comments, briefly describe the facts of the fraud that you're reporting. Attach another sheet if needed. I mean, I could write a fucking story on these assholes. And I need to put your occupation, Michelle. Let's see here. We'll put occupation. I wish I could put fucking concubine on there, but they... Fuck it. Concubine. That's your occupation. Concubine, CEO, Chief Financial Officer. What else are you there? Concubine, CEO, CFO, executive to the apostle. I couldn't fit that much though. Okay, so that's it, guys. 2 more fraud report forms. David, these will be going out tomorrow. Okay, I promise you, they're going out tomorrow. I have the envelopes right here. Wait a second. And these have to go to Ogden, Utah, guys. They have to get sent to the IRS. Have to. P.O. Box 3801, Ogden, Utah, okay? So that's where they go. And look, Michelle, I'm not lying. Michelle Denise Brannon. Tax ID number, address, email, phone number. Okay? That's how you do those, guys. Any tax-paying citizen in America can do this. If you're aware of fraud that's going on anywhere, you can fill out this referral form. Envelope. I want to show everybody like how you can do it. This is how easy it is to file a fraud report, guys. Step it. Let's see here. What did I say? 8201. P.O. Box 3801. I have to do these envelopes. Kind of funny. I got them from a friend. Just trying to do P.O. Box 3801, Ogden, Utah. Let's go into the IRS. Internal Revenue Service. Something you've never filed with before, David. 84409. Okay, fraud report done. That's going in the mail tomorrow. Okay. Like that, guys. Bam. Put my return address on there. These guys are going to get tired of fucking fraud reports from me. I'm sure they're going to get tired of a lot of people. Done. Fraud report's done, okay? There's my 2 for Monday. They will get filed out tomorrow. I might actually run them out and put them in the mailbox tonight. And I'm going to go ahead and read your guys' comments for today. Like I said, David's been kind of quiet, which is nice because we want David to be quiet. We don't want him running any of his bullshit shows on social media. Jam in my cult watch. I am no one. I will raise my glass along with you. Looks like I have a new subscriber. Shadow knows. She only cares about money. That's all they care about in this cult. I'm going to read your comment thread because you had some good points. So true. It's bizarre how easily people are sucked into believing what others preach. Yeah. Seems I see a lot of you guys are from Canada, which is really cool. Thank you for following us here. It's nice to know that you guys are up there watching us fucking destroy this sack of shit and you guys are rooting us on. So thank you. Thank you for rooting us on. Thank you for sending us that good energy down here to bring this piece of shit down because we don't want to see this happen to future generations. This is a civic duty for us. This is a civic obligation to stop these fucking scam artists. You're awesome. Thanks for the great uploads. I'm a Canadian working in criminal defense. Over the last 20 years, I've dealt with the worst of the worst. I have yet to see a client this evil. Yeah, David's... Shadow knows. I'm under the impression that David is fucking possessed by a demon. No doubt. The eyes, man. It's the eyes. I know he's doing drugs too, but, you know. And it is. It's really bizarre how these people get sucked into these prosperity ministries. New subscriber, Sam. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, man. I really appreciate it. And what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to take your subscriber cherry. Thank you. So let me take that. Silver Latya, we love your brother. We love your brother. North Carolina supports you. Latya, they operate in North Carolina sometimes. So just keep your eye out. If you ever hear they're in that area, just keep your eye out. There's another fucking weirdo that's in North Carolina too, apparently, named Harry Wigmore. I don't know why they gave it. I just said his name, but that guy's a weirdo too. So if that guy ever tries to contact you on this channel, that guy's a fucking weirdo. Don't talk to him. And I hit 500 subscribers today, guys. And that was really hard because I had one of my channels copyrighted before. I had it taken down and I was doing really well with it. And then David copyrighted, took it down. So when I put a new channel up, I decided he wasn't going to copyright this one. I decided just to start putting my face out there and letting him know that I'm the fucking asshole that is making his life probably just fucking miserable. So, hi, David. Neo 111, happy Sunday. Thank you for preaching the truth. Neo, I'm not a priest, man. This is more of an awareness group. I don't like to think of myself as preaching, but it's just, this is a moral obligation. That's the best way to put it. Osmond Bramble, your comment got ghosted earlier, but this shit I was fucking laughing my ass off. The pleasure is ours. David E. Taylor is filling the initial stage of a boot entering his rectum. David E. Taylor Yapos. I was out working today, man, and I fucking was rolling at that comment. So thank you for that, man. That made my fucking day. Like, the boot to the rectum was like, that was awesome. Austin Kelly, Thice. Follow our Facebook page too, guys. We have a Facebook page. Our guy is out in Holland. So again, David, people are watching us from around the world. You can't stop this. You're viral, David. Your shit is viral, and you can't stop what's happening. There's no way. Your damage is done. You can't repair the damage you've done, okay? Jake, aren't those jobs that roadies have doing arena setup and movement for rock bands all union jobs? Jake, yes, they are. The Apostle of the Residential Center St. Louis has told us that those jobs are logistical. You have to pay to set those stages up, dude. You're talking stages like that, man. I've been in convention centers for what I do, for my job, and you know, when you're getting into rigging, I mean, you're talking stages. You're talking chains, cables, lifts, cherry pickers, David. You have no fucking experience doing that shit. You don't. You moronic, dude. Moronic. Yeah, and Jake, it is. It's big time union jobs, man. It really is. Huge union jobs. If you have, with this, what David's trying to do, all David would have to do is show up and everybody else would set up the stage. That's it. But David doesn't get that. So he thinks he's going to probably have his cronies set up the stage and everything's going to be kosher. No, David, doesn't work like that. Rico May 1980, Kenneth Copeland is possessed fully now and you will see it. He might not live much longer, but his sermons are ridiculous. But it's entertaining at least. Some of these snakes can be a little bit more sneaky than David or Copeland. David's not, I don't think David's sneaky. He's just fucking a narcissistic sack of shit. He is right about the grain. If you're going to run a local church, tithing works so you can assemble together. But it has been abused to the max. Yes, absolutely. My friend that's Jewish that is in this with us together, he watched his family members be fucking scammed out of money by Duplantis and Copeland. Till the end. One of them was terminally ill too. So, David, what you're doing strikes a nerve for a lot of people, okay? To the max, the apostles in the Bible work jobs so they wouldn't be a burden to the people. So tithing, it's supposed to be for a building, food, and anyone at the church in need. And for the poor in the community, a pastor can be paid a decent wage, in my opinion. If a pastor does the job, it is a very tough job, but it has. And again, guys, I'm not religious. Why am I doing this? I don't fucking know. I don't even go to fucking church. That's the weird thing about it. And you guys are all fucking dead on, man. And that's what makes it so awesome is we have all walks of life here. Everybody from different types of religions, beliefs, sexual orientations. David, you can't fuck with this group, dude. Can't do it. Yeah, so RICO made 1980. Yeah, dude, the churches, and that's, the government has allowed it. Government's allowed it. Because, again, I don't get political on my channel. If you do, it's very, very rare. The churches pay the government, guys. Whether you guys think so or not, the churches are paid in by the government. They pay to play in their sandbox, basically. That's how churches work in America. You pay to play. So all these mega churches, they're having payout. They have to pay somebody out. Don't think they're getting off scot-free. These mega churches pay to play, okay? No doubt. Why do you think they're so powerful? Why do you think these mega churches are so powerful, like Kenneth Copeland? Because he fucking probably shelled out money to the government. Hey, go ahead and hush, here's some money for you guys. But, you know, you can't do anything in my church, you know? Start paying fucking bribes and shit like that. Why wouldn't they? They got the fucking money to do it. Start paying government bribes. Done. Let's see here. Cat Mom, I love how you open your shows. The shows cracks me up. Yeah, Cat Mom, I just figure it's best to let David know what he really is a piece of shit, you know? Best way, best... And it took me it took the pressure of the channel subscribers to say, yeah, do it. So I was like, okay, I'll do it. And it's stuck with since. And what I've come to also do is kind of remind David why he is a piece of shit, what I haven't done today. David, the reason you're a piece of shit today is because you break up families. You break up families, you emasculate men, it showed you were making fun of Steve. And I've heard Steve personally say too that you have called him like by Mr. Magoo and Mr. Tomato Head and all this kind of fucked up shit, David, to Steve, dude. And if you haven't looked in the mirror lately, David, your fucking hair is fucked up, okay? Your whole life is fucked up. Cheney Timothy, David is stupid. Yeah, he's stupid, dude. Hell yeah. Let's see here. That's kind of it for now, guys. Let's see. Trip to I read yours. Yeah, I read yours yesterday. Okay, guys, so fraud reports are going out tomorrow. Yvette Evans, 6/14/21. Do not send David E. Taylor money for a Haiti earthquake. Haiti will never see a cent. What a damn shame to... Oh, he already came out saying some shit about that fucking earthquake in Haiti? Yeah, if there's anybody down in Haiti that's fucking thinking about giving David Taylor some money, don't fucking do it. GSBM 70, what did David get for his birthday? He said he got a Gulfstream 5 and a fucking Phantom Rolls Royce, but he's so full of shit, man. David didn't get a fucking thing for his birthday this year. He said, what they say, here it is. This is how they say. They say they get him these big extravagant gifts and then he gives them back to the ministry. David, you could never fucking afford that G5, dude. There's no way. The overhead costs on that shit alone, David, is... You're way beyond your league, David. You're way out of your league. You'll never own that jet. You probably went and sat in one. That's about it. But you'll never own one. All right, guys, let me get to the county appraisal district here because I really wanted to do that to see if that... Let's see. I wanted to see if that had switched over names from the previous owner to Michelle and Joseph now. Let's take a peek here. I told you, David, now that I got my system set up, dude, you're fucked. St. Louis County Property Assessor, we need the county property lookup. There it is. So it should be, okay, here it is. Yeah, so it's St. Louis County, Missouri.gov is the website. Then you're going to go down to, I usually go down to, let me see here. Construction business disabled now. I go to real estate information. There it is. Okay. Okay, so you go to real estate information, stlouiscounty.com. All right, and then where I go, I put the property address since I know all the addresses. Okay. So for 18205 Hager Lane. Okay. All right, guys. So it hasn't changed yet. I don't know if you guys can see that. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at right now. And until I can get everything set up, guys, okay, 18205 Hager Lane is still under Weinstein, Richard, and Bonnie, okay? So it's still under their name, but they paid cash for that, so that tells me that maybe the title hasn't been switched over yet. Okay, so now we're going to go back over to the 1302 Wild Horse, okay? And it's probably still going to show... Okay, that's still listed under the Kingdom of God Global Church. All right, now check this out, guys. What I'm going to show you here. Let's see. Tax history. Let's see if they still owe the back taxes. Yes, they do. Okay, and the amount due that you guys owe, David, $17,599, and it has not been paid. Okay, so there's David's assessed value of his properties, guys, okay? That's what I'm looking at. Anybody can go online and look at this. It tells you right here, Kingdom of God Global Church, 1302 Wild Horse Meadows. That's a subdivision code, everything. It tells you tax years, where they were paid. So they're not paid yet for this year. Almost 18 grand, David. Okay? All right, so with that, so now you guys know where I find the information on the County Appraisal District on how they owe their taxes, okay? Anybody can go on and look at this. It shows the Kingdom of God Global Church took it over 2018, okay? Let's see. 2018, they owed $14,000. 2020, they paid $15,900. It looks like your taxes went up a bunch. Yeah, assessment value went up. Property stayed the same from 19 to 20, but the amount due went up because you guys are gaining interest now. Okay, that's good. And then let's go ahead and check the 18205 Hager. I'm still real curious about that. Let's take a peek here, guys. Okay, Hager Lane, Weinstein, Richard, and Bonnie S. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so they paid the taxes. So it looks like Weinstein, Richard D, and Bonnie S paid the taxes for that year. But again, what I understand is that Richard Weinstein has passed away. Okay, so the amount due on this one, 16,000, 17 grand. So if anybody that's donating money to David, he is paying a huge amount of property taxes with your donations. But again, with all these churches, like they get away with fucking murder, basically. They can do anything they want. I'll take a peek what that said too. Wild Horse Creek. And it's lots 15 through 17, so it's 2 lots. It's 11 acres. Nice house. Definitely living in style, David, no doubt. Damn, back in 99, the assessed value on the property was $2,000. Then they built the house in 2001. It looks like it went up. Okay. Anybody wants that information, you can get it online, St. Louis / Missouri.gov. Look up the information there. That's all his tax information. If you guys have any questions, leave them below. I'm trying to put together a Q&A. I'm going to type out a lot of your guys' questions and just answer them as we do a video here. Once I get set up with live cam and everything. I'm still working on some of the stuff on that end on the studio side, so work with me there, guys. I am working to get this set up properly so I can continue on with what we're doing here as a group. Thank you to all the subscribers, you guys. I love you guys. You guys are great. And let's keep the fight up together as a group. I'm not stopping with David. I would like to go after Kenneth Copeland next. I kind of have an idea of what he's doing with how he's turning his not-for-profit into a for-profit business. So, again, questions, comments, concerns, you guys leave them below. David E. Taylor, you're a piece of shit. Michelle Brandon, you're a fucking liar.